Hello everybody, I am Online Juno and this is my crafty corner. I am doing a stitch with me. I did get it going, yay! I did my floss tube earlier, so if you watched that, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so it is July the 27th. It is 6:50 at night. We are going to be working on not that picture. I got the wrong picture showing. We got an Aries in the picture right now. She's like, bye. Alright. Sorry, I'm moving stuff around. Let me undo what I just did, because that's what that undo. There we go. That put the words upside down. Alright, so this is my current pattern. This is Blue Rose. This is stitched on 32 count, 1/1 full cross. I'm trying to get all the way across, but I have thousands of stitches to go because it's I have all that to go for sure. Sorry, I got Simon in front of me. He looks like he's fixing to take off. Moving. Giving him a minute to decide if he's going to decide what he's doing here. Alright. Pull this up.
I'm gonna go play some music in my room, so let me know if it's too loud.
Will do. Alright, so we're gonna highlight that. Alright, so I'm gonna pull these here. That's gonna go over there. This way. I'm trying to make sure I have it nice and steady. I'm make sure that it's not too wobbly. At least I hope so. I wasn't able to set it up the way I was talking about during my floss tube, but I did figure out a way to get it without it being in my way. I'm about to scroll in. I just wanted to show how much I'd gotten done and what it looks like so far. So let's go ahead and zoom back down so you can see my stitches. I'm gonna shift this just a little. There we go. Alrighty. Sorry for wiggling. Let's see if I can get that to calm down. Maybe that'll work. We'll see. Alright, let me see. Where am I at? So, this is going to go. Make sure I'm in the right spot. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, okay. I have Simon in front of me. He looked like he was gonna run away, and now he's sitting on top of my speakers. So if he bumps anything, I'm gonna apologize. But alright, this is 1/1 tent stitch. Let's see, give me just a second here. What? One of my cats are meowing. I'm not sure why. Alright. Bless you. See if that'll calm down again. Alright. Don't know if you can hear my cat. It's calling Simon. There he goes. Bye bye. Maybe things will quit being so bouncy because he's off the desk now. He's been sleeping on the desk, but since I moved it, that's his favorite thing to do is just to curl up on the end of the desk by the window and go to sleep. Okay, we're gonna go 3 over. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go 5 up. Alrighty. Okay, so I would have been doing my video a little earlier, but I misplaced my glasses. I normally have 2 pairs of glasses, but my screw broke on one of them, so it's out of commission. We've tried to screw it back in. It won't screw in. Like you tighten it, it won't tighten down. It just keeps popping off. So it's just I've got to take it back into the glass place, and have them try to fix it for me. So all I currently have right now are these. So yeah, and I got off work, and I had to go post office, and came back, made lunch, made supper, started looking for my glasses. I looked for my glasses for almost an hour. Finally found them. They had gotten knocked behind my desk. I was so agitated because I'm like, I know they're in the house. I know they're here. I haven't been anywhere. And I was using them during work today, so there could be nowhere else but here at the house. Yeah. So, I've always felt, when they say you lose things right in front of your face, that definitely describes me. Let's see, 1, 2, and 3. Because they weren't exactly in front of my face. I have a little, on my desk, it is, I have a stand on top of my desk so that I can turn it into a standing desk when I work. And, so it was behind there, so it wasn't easy to see, but yeah. I think the cats knocked it down, truthfully, but no telling. Not like the cats will tell me that they're like, I knocked that down behind there. So and I have my 2 giveaways have been shipped. I don't know when they'll get to where they're going, as they are being shipped to other countries. I had to fill out a customs form. First time I've ever done that before. I've never filled out a customs form before, and then I had to figure out how to fill it out correctly. So that was fun. But one thing nice about it is that I set it up to send me a receipt to my email, which my email is connected to the shop app, which normally, like when I get packages, it'll keep me up to date on where they're coming from and whatever. But it looks like it will track those shipping numbers for me, so I can possibly keep up with where they're currently located at. So that's the thought. want to check something real quick. I'm debating. I think I'm gonna do that. No. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Sorry, I'm debating on what I was going to do with this, with where I was going with this stitching. So yeah, it registers it knows my shipping email address, and it's going to keep track of where it's at. So maybe I can help be able to know when it's being delivered, because there's no tracking date, because it's being shipped to other countries. So, and I went the cheaper route where I wouldn't actually have a tracking number or be able to track it on there. I have a tracking number, but I didn't priority mail it or something like that. I don't know. I did the lowest one available. So we'll see. Let's see. Not really sure what to talk about. I just know I wanted to do the stitch with me because I felt like I definitely did not get enough time on the last stitch with me. I like my stitch with me's to be at least an hour long, and I hit 30 minutes, I think, on my last one due to time constraints. But so I don't know how long this one's going to be. I do know that as soon as this one is done, I have a 3D print to put on that my husband wants to get printed. My next video, if it turns out all right, I'll show y'all what it is. Okay, so I'm actually going to park this over here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. No. I don't know what to do with this, really. Truthfully, I'll spend just as much thread to go down here as I would if I went right here to the next location. So I'm just going to do this. I know it's not quite right, but 1, 2, 2. Ouch. I'm going to do that because it just, to me, it makes more sense. And then we'll go from there. Did those two. Alright. Next one. I'm actually going to end that one. There's no nearby stitches of it. So we're going to end this stitch. Okay, so I'm going to show you how, like, I do my loop start, my loop finishes. I'm going to show you that you can still do the loop finish on 32 count. It is a little harder because the hole is smaller, but it can still be done. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down and go back up, go through the hole. We're going to pull it taut. Going to go back down, now I've got that taut. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go up the top hole. And then I'm going to go just underneath this stitch. Right there. Just going to do a little quick tack stitch. And just to show you, it's down and it's not coming up. Now if you pick and pull and prod at it, it will come up. But, and then I come up a few steps away and then snip the thread. Oops, sorry for bumping that, guys. And there we go. Alright, put this on here. Gotta find the right number. Bad thing about having 100-something numbers, you get confused on where it goes. This is 3746. 37, 36, 39. Oh, that's on 38. 37, 46. I was looking in the 38s, not the 37s. Alright. Get that in there. Alrighty. Mark my little one stitcher there. Alright, and now my last parked thread. Alrighty, so this one's going to do a little similar. I'm going to stitch a little over into this box here, mainly just because it's got, you know, 2 stitches. So alrighty, so let's go here, there, which way would be best to do this? Yeah, I'm gonna go this route. That, and then we're gonna go down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we're going to go 1, 2. Here. Shoot, I pulled the thread right out of the needle. I'm probably going to do a live stitch with me next week, as I have requested. I have a few days off. I requested the days off back when we had a particular client, which was a school client. I requested the days off because the first 3 days of back to school are crazy stupid. But we no longer have that client. They decided to go in-house last month. So we no longer have that client, which I'm not upset about. Gives us a little less work to do in the day. But we are sorry, words disappeared on me for a second there. I requested those days off. I don't really need to take them off but I've already taken the days off. So I think I'm just going to relax and enjoy the day and do at least do one live stitch with me, maybe a couple more little stitch with me's. I don't know, we'll see how the first live goes, and we'll go from there. If it goes good, I may do another one each day because I can do it earlier in the morning. I'm not sure I would do one on Wednesday because that is my son's first day of class. So, yeah. So I'm not almost 100% positive there will not be a live on Wednesday. But I could possibly do one on Monday and Tuesday. I'll try to figure out if I'm going to do them or not and schedule them and go from there. Okay, there we go. And then this is going to be down here. At this point. Okay. Mark what I've got done. I don't always go into the other tier here, but sometimes I do when it would just be ninja stitches otherwise. So, let's see. It's those two down there. I'm actually not going to do those. That stitch. I'm going to leave that one because I can work my way down. And this one, we'll do that stitch. 552. See, I have a big old thing of thread. Gotta find the right numbers. This one, 552, right? Yep, 552. Alright, you hear me? It's fighting me. There we go. We got 552 now. Alright, so alright. Go ahead and get that threaded. Let's see, which way am I going with this? Alright, so I'm going to go here and then there. I'm going to park in that row instead of down because that's actually more thread. So we're going to go here. I'm going to be doing a loop start. So we're going to go down a few stitches from where I'm going to be at. Then we're going to go here. And I'm going to pull. See, I have barely any thread left there. Might be too little of thread. It's kind of hit and miss sometimes with these. Alrighty. And then this is going to go up here. We're going to go over. It's going to be on that row. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. If anybody is counting, I apologize. I don't always count out loud. Alright, now all that's left is one color, except for those 3 spots. So hopefully when I get down there, I don't forget about them. Because I do that sometimes. I'll get down there to the bottom row and I just won't be paying attention and stitch it all one color. I fix it sometimes, but I don't fix it every time. Alright, number 28. Alright, let me get this thing here. Come on. There's my thread. Alrighty, so now we are going to finish this column. Alright, so we're going to do another loop start words. So we're going to go down. I'm actually going to go in this one. And we're going to pull this not taunt. We're going to pull this where you can barely see it. And then we're going to go here. Now we're going to pull that taunt and go back down the hole. Go back down the hole. Thank you. And then pull it. Now it is a nice little taunt stitch. Alrighty. Alright, let's see. What else to talk about? I've talked about it a little bit, about my weight loss and stuff like that. Fitting clothes that I haven't been able to fit in a long time. I put on a pair of my work pants that I wore, I got back in 2019. They were my favorite pair of pants, but they were always really tight. But I really enjoyed them. And I put them on yesterday, and they fit almost too loose. If I pulled, I could have pulled them right off without unbuttoning them. So that is good news, but at the same time, I'm like, no, I like these pants. So, but I got my measurements. The last time I did my measurements, when I first started trying to lose weight, my waist was about 40. My hips were about 42. Oops, that's too far. I'm going here. My thighs were about 26. I measured myself, I think it was Sunday. My thighs are now down to 24. My waist is at 34. Well, high upper weight, right here, my chest area is at a 34 from a 36. And my stomach waist area is at a 37. 36-ish area. Depends on how far you want to push. I can get down to a 34. But my hips are now at a 39. So, my medium shirts are fitting 100% comfortably, and I didn't realize it till later today, but I am currently wearing a size small shirt. In my opinion, it's a large small shirt, but it fits my girls, or both my 2 older kids. So makes me feel really good when I can start fitting their clothes. I'm just waiting for them to yell because I've ended up with a few shirts that were not mine, but one of them is Jack Skeleton, so I stole it. Waiting for them to yell at me. I think one of the Wonder Woman shirts is somebody else's, but it might be mine. I don't remember. And so, I'm hoping, I know I've mentioned it, but I'm really hoping to get some more material so I can get some craft bags made so I can get my Etsy store started. Because I don't really want to, I need to get the fabric that I'm going to use so I can take pictures of it for the Etsy store so I can start selling. But I want to make sure I have a few products beforehand, because my current cross stitch bags, project bags I have, I'm not wanting to part with. I can't afford to part with them. I need them. I can't function without my bags. I have too much stuff. But I did find a good place to store my frames so that they're out of the way and less likely to get knocked over or kicked or anything spilled on them. I have my computer tower sitting on a shelf, and all my scroll frames are currently underneath that shelf. So, works out really well in my opinion. My husband did his claim for disability because of all his issues. I think I've mentioned them before. He's got fibromyalgia, neuropathy, diabetes, asthma. He's got social anxiety, or I don't know if it's social anxiety or he just doesn't like being around people, or if he's just a craggly old man. But he's had issues working for the last couple of years, so we're trying to actually see if we can get him on disability with all the new diagnoses in the last year that he's gotten. My oldest kid, they have their appointment with their issues, with their social anxiety, their paranoia. They have, hold on, this thread is making me mad. There we go. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but they have been diagnosed with I don't know the name of it, but it's like unrealistic views of life. So like their, views on the way life is going to be is just not realistic. Um, they've got PTSD from trauma from when they were younger that I didn't know about till they got older. Wasn't nothing we did or family, it was neighbor kids that was basically tormenting her or them. So yeah. Let's see. So yeah, they have their appointment. So hopefully we can get them seen soon and get them the help they need. My son is starting online school this year, so hopefully that works out okay. I'm hoping, I think I've mentioned this before, I'm really hoping that it works well for him because he's been struggling in school. He doesn't want to go. I'm hoping we'll be able to get him to, do the schoolwork a little easier because it'll be a reward type thing because it's like, okay, you want to go do this, but you've got to finish this before you can go do that. And he'd be able to get it done in a decent amount of time and go do it before the next class. So just give him, like with Jay, you give him a time frame, be like, hey, I need this done, and then you can go do this, and he's more inclined to do it. That's not very easy to do within the school system, especially since he's heading into 9th grade. He was going to be going into the high school this year, and I just wasn't quite sure that he would have worked very well in high school because of the, he did have an IEP and all that stuff, but changing up his routine that much was kind of rough. He would have new teachers. He would not, actually, most of the kids that he knows are not going to high school yet. They're still in middle school because he was in a specialized classroom. So they kept, I think there was only one other person going into the high school from his middle school class. So yeah, like I said, I felt like maybe the online school will be a better choice. There's always the option for him to go back to brick and mortar if necessary, if the online just doesn't seem to work. Okay, so that one is the one that I don't want to stitch. Okay, not sure I have enough thread on here to get all the way across. Maybe I might have enough thread to finish this square off. We will see. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Yeah, so hopefully I get some good stitchy time in Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I don't know for sure. We'll have to see how it goes. I mean, I know I won't be working, so I would have all day to stitch, But it all depends on if I actually, like, I'm in a stitchy mood, because it kind of comes and goes. Some days I want to stitch, some days I just want to lay down and read. Last night, after getting home from working from the office, I was so tired, I crashed at like 8, well, I forced myself to stay awake. I was wanting to crash at 7 p.m., but I stayed up till about 8:40, and then I, like, went to bed, and I literally do not remember much more after I laid down. Like, sometimes you lay down and you're conscious, but you're not sleeping. Just laying there trying to get to sleep. Nope. I laid down and I don't remember anything. My husband was watching Mike and Molly, and I vaguely remember any of it, really. I don't even know. I don't know. I, like, passed out because I was so tired. So, yeah. Now, I have found when I have to go into the office, I don't get much stitching done. Nope, 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 nope. I almost boo-booed. But I don't get much stitching done at all when I'm in the office. Most of it is I can't, I don't have my stand, so trying to stitch in hand is hard for me. I get to where I just rather read a book. I'm confused. I've done something wrong here. No, I have. Yes, I have. No, I haven't. There, and there. Okay. So we're gonna end this here. I see what it is. I already stitched everything. I was stitching both sides. Okay. So now I'm gonna go up, and I'm gonna go back down just up underneath the edge of that stitch. And then level it out. And you can't tell, I put a stitch there. Yay! That stitch is done. Woohoo! I gotta figure out where my dragon egg went that has all my threads. When I moved from upstairs down, I've not been able to find it. Alright. Mark. And mark. There we go. Now we are going to the next one. About 200 stitches and 43 minutes. Not too bad. Not too bad. Ugh. I do think I'm actually done with that. Yeah, so I've basically just been putting about 200 stitches in and then going to the next project. 200 stitches in, then going to the next project. Sometimes I'll put more depending on how I feel. But yeah, I do think I'm gonna stop there with this. It's already 7:36 at night, so I kind of do need to go ahead and go. I know this was still not an hour, but it was longer than the 20 minutes, thankfully. And like I said, I plan on doing a stitch with me this weekend. I'm not sure what day. Might be Saturday, might be Sunday. I'm not sure which day, but I am going to try to do one. I am going to put another vote up on my channel, on my community, on which one y'all would like to see me stitch on. It's going to be, sorry, couldn't scroll this out. That's where I'm at. You can kind of see the roses in the background. See, that is gorgeous. You can kind of see the roses coming through on there. This is mostly just the light background. But it's going to be the choice of this one, My Human, the Canopy Heart, and this one. It's going to be the dragons. So we're going to have the choice between the two dragons. We're going to have the choice between the heart and I think pandemic. Let me pull that up so you can see it. So I think my third choice is going to be that one. So yeah, minimize this. So it's going to be either this one, that one, pandemic, or dragons. So one of those three. So yeah, we will see which one wins the vote. And hopefully I do more than an hour. I might also might put a vote. No, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do the live stitch with me on Monday. So I know for sure I'm gonna do one on Monday. I'm gonna try to do it fairly decent time in the morning, probably about 10 o'clock my time, which is closer to evening time for most of y'all. But I don't think, I don't know, I might try to do it earlier, depends on, I don't want to get up too early on my day off. I might try to do an earlier one on Tuesday. I don't know, we'll see. Alright everybody, that is going to be the end of me. I've made it to about 50 minutes. I got 200 stitches in. Being that it's 10 stitch, it's easier to get about 200 stitches into to the tent. I hope everybody had a good day. I hope everybody has a good week. I hope everybody really enjoyed my stitch with me and my chattering, because that's about all I did. About all I normally do, because I have a fairly boring life. My life is stitching and work. That's about it. We don't go too much. But I'm just rambling, so later everybody. Thank you for coming and hanging out, and happy stitching.